Brosplay!
Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh, ah.
Ooh.
Ooh, ooh, ah, ah, ah. Welcome back to Crackdown. Me and my brother playing Crackdown. He's got a shotgun, and he kicked that guy down. Oh, it didn't rhyme. Or it rhymed, but it didn't have the right amount of syllables.
Not everything has to rhyme, brother.
That's true.
Not the whole world.
It's rhyme time, baby.
I've actually done a lot of infiltrations that they're pretty much telling me I shouldn't. Because it keeps giving me like 20-30% chance. And you know what? I fucking like those odds.
Do you get does all your health come back just eventually?
Yep.
That's nice.
You just can't get hit.
Don't get hit. Just
Don't get hit.
Ooh, 11.9.
Oh shit, that's actually really, really bad. I thought it told me 25% a second ago.
Wang infiltration probability.
What, dude? Isn't that an important stat?
I feel like they knew what they were doing with that.
Oh, they knew exactly what they were doing.
Oh, what? That was fun.
I think I was supposed to run a little faster. My character feels really sluggish, probably because we only have 2 agility.
Let's get more agility. Let's get 3 agility.
Is that the plan?
All areas, thank you.
No, that's actually good to know.
Oh.
I think that means that this might actually lead to all areas.
Really? I don't think that's what it means.
No, it probably doesn't.
I think it probably leads to no areas.
See, it goes to these stupid little huts, which don't really help me. I actually had an issue with this the last time I played this game. I don't really know where you're supposed to go from here.
Have you ever been gored by a hippo?
You mean recently?
Oh, thank you.
So,
yes. I was really hoping you were going to pick up on that.
Gored by a hippo?
Whew.
Alright, let's get some agility. So yeah, have you been gored by a hippo?
No.
No?
Not in like the traditional sense, no.
What other sense is there? Please tell me the way in which you were gored by a hippo.
Like verbally.
Okay.
He said a few things that I wasn't happy about.
Are you talking about a person here?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm not. It's not a fat joke.
That's what I thought you were going with it for a second there.
Welcome back to fat shaming. Oh, I've already ruined the delivery.
Yeah, you fucked it up.
Welcome back to white male scum plays overly objectification of women in game.
Yeah, that really came out well.
Thank you.
Is that what we should name this whole series?
I think we're gonna name the entire channel White Male Scum. Isn't that what we're?
Yeah, cis male scum.
Cis white male scum. Yes. I think White Male Scum Plays would be a pretty funny name for a Let's Play. It's yours, all right. If you want it,
make a point.
It's yours.
Yeah, we We created it, but anyone can have it.
I created you, and I can destroy you.
I actually always think that's one of the funniest things that parents will ever say.
Yeah.
It's like, I created you. It's like, yeah, so
it's like,
you also...
Number 1, I didn't ask for that, okay? Number 2, did you create me so you could destroy me? Because that's pretty fucked up.
Yeah. Well, also, I mean, most people create foul odors when they fart, but that doesn't mean they can immediately get rid of them.
No, I have this
Right,
this idea. This is like an idea of like what is acceptable. It's something that they always talk
start
about
a race with a car.
on Joe Rogan, and he talks about how you can joke about so many things, but there's like 2 or 3 things that you just can't. Like you're not allowed to talk about people's weight anymore. It's just not acceptable to even make jokes. And then you're also not allowed to talk about gender. And we're not talking about the gender one today. The fuck was I even bringing this up for?
I love how you just stealthily slid in that we are going to be talking about people's weight.
Maybe. Oh, we're talking about people's weight, but I can't remember why. I had a reason.
Because it's too low, because it's too high. Well, that's actually one thing I get a lot, is people tell me that I don't weigh enough. And
yeah, those people are fucking bullshit.
Well, I don't know. Because, like...
What body percent fat are you? Did I ask you this last time? I think I might have asked you this already.
Maybe, but I don't know. I've never actually had it measured, because you actually have to use, like, a specific scale for that. And there's a few, like, steps involved. But the only places you'd ever get it measured are at the hospital or when you go to a gym. They'll usually give you, like, oh, we'll give you a free, like a free analysis. You know, we'll see, like, how unhealthy you are, and then we'll try and sell you personal training, even if you don't need it.
Ooh.
So, yeah, I just never had that tested. But I can see...
That was a perfect commentary on sexism in the workplace. You used a man to destroy a woman. How dare you?
How dare I? I don't even know how to get, like, there's certain places in this city, because it's all high-rises, that are actually really hard to climb.
The fuck was I gonna say about, not white male scum, but...
Well, I mean, was it about weight?
It was about jokes. Jokes about jokes you're not allowed to make.
Oh.
I fucking can't remember what I was
You're
saying.
not allowed to fucking make any
It
jokes.
was a pretty good, idea.
I had this wonderful idea
Yeah.
that I just can't share with you because I forgot.
This is a stream of consciousness show. It's very easy to forget what you're talking about. I don't remember anything that we've already talked about today.
I don't remember breakfast today.
I didn't have breakfast, so I remember that.
Oh, geez. Well, that's no good. That's actually one thing that I've noticed is that not eating tends to have the opposite effect on your weight. Like not eating.
You don't eat.
What's that?
You bloat because you don't eat.
I think you said you blow up, and I
Yeah.
was like, well, I guess.
That's what I did say. I said you bloat up.
Oh, okay. And yeah, essentially, well, because when you don't eat, your body thinks you're in some place you can't get food. Right? So then it's like confused and it's trying to store all this stuff. And then whenever you do give it, it's like, oh, I'm going to save this. I'm going to save this. That's why not wrestlers, but them too. Whenever someone goes to do a weight cut, they'll drink a shitload of water. Because then their body will assume, all right, we are probably living in like some sort of crazy oasis. We don't need to hold on to water.
Oh.
So you dump all the water weight in your body.
What?
But if you were to do that and then all of a sudden stop, your body would get fucked up because it's not holding any of its own water.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing with eating. You need a constant influx of food for your body to treat food the way you do.
Oh, so it's holding on to food because I don't eat enough. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, well then when it gets some energy, it's going, okay, well we're not going to use this anyways. We're just going to store this because motherfucker's not going to eat.
Yeah, my body definitely thinks that I live in squalor. I don't.
This
at
guy
all.
must be in the middle of a rainforest or something.
Yeah.
Something's eating all his food.
I know. I totally have the money to pay for food. I'm just a really fucking lazy person, and I would prefer to not eat very often. And
Well, that's one of the reasons I eat so many nuts and seeds. They're already prepared for you. They probably have a better nutritional, like cross-section, if you will, than a lot of cooked foods, and you don't have to do anything.
I too enjoy prepared nuts.
I like prepared nuts. Only when they're prepared for me, they're gonna mow me down.
Oh,
You hear that?
is that it?
Yeah,
I feel like the voice acting just got cut off.
Yeah, he just went, ugh. Yeah, he just grunted at me. Motherfucker, you can give me more advice than that.
One of your enemies is named Mr. Timble. Yeah, Mrs. Timble.
Mrs. Timble.
Mrs. Timble.
Miss Timble.
I'm sorry, Mr. Tim. Mr. Tim. With an N.
Another callback to Julian Smith.
Mr. Tim, Mr. Master. Oh, you know what I'd say. Mr. Tim, Mr. Tim, Mr. Master.
It's a great video. Mr. Tim in Candyland, is it called? I think so.
And that's probably what the first one's called, yeah.
Like, do you eat much fresh fruit?
No.
'Cause
Zero.
Okay. Well, I mean, you know, people always tell you to eat fruits and vegetables. But I love eating fruits and vegetables just because, again, you don't have to cook it. You just pick up an apple, and I'm a savage too. I just eat the cores. Like
I just want to point out that there was a full out brawl going on that you walked into in like a main city square. Like this place really has gone to shit.
Oh yeah, there's nothing left of this city. Especially when some super agent goes tearing through the streets.
And the guys who were there to save you are just tearing civilians apart with their car. Has this car changed, or is this how it always looked?
No, I haven't even upgraded my driving once.
Does it change looks in this game?
Yeah, every time you level up your driving, so I think there's 4 different increments, it gets bigger and bigger, and when you get to the max level, it also gets a gun.
That was really cool. Oh! Is she okay? Oh.
Not anymore. That's one thing that's always frustrated me about video games is the imprecision of the controls.
Yeah.
It's,
well, especially with the controller.
almost flipped my own car. So yeah, see this car?
Yeah. Oh!
Yeah! How freaking sweet is that?
That was so Men in Black.
And they all do that, all the
love it.
vehicles, and they'll get incrementally bigger as you get more and more driving skill.
Now, if you get out, is that going to revert back to its
Yep.
original? Oh, that's so cool. Oh, that is so neat.
See that?
What?
Yeah. Oh, these guys are fucking me out. I'm sorry! I'm gonna take their car.
You don't want yours? Aw.
That worked out.
Whoa, was that the Joker?
Kinda, yeah, it sounded like him. Oh, bats.
Ew, bats.
I like that roundhouse kick. Just knock your block right off.
Knock your black.
No one will ever get in my car. I don't know why. It's probably like in Dread, when you try and use their weapons, it just explodes.
Yeah. That was a really well done movie.
Oh my god, it was so good. One of the things that I always wish for is another Dread.
The
world that it's in just fascinates me.
Yeah. The only issue I had with it was too much slow-mo.
Really? Yeah, I guess I could
There
see
were
that.
certain scenes that were great, that it was like, it made sense because the characters are on slow-mo. So you're trying to emulate their experience, but I felt like there was a few scenes that were just like, let's go.
Yeah, like let's rush through the scene a little bit.
Yeah, like let's like, you can still have the slow motion scene, let's just cut it down a little bit. Like just slightly shorten the scene. I would have liked smash cuts between fast and slow motion. That would have been cool.
Sort of like 300 did.
Yes, although that was more of a, like, they would slow it down and then speed it up. I'm pretty sure a smash cut is when the next cut is so different that it's a clear trend. No, yeah, it's not really a transition. Like when you go from a quiet scene to an explosion scene, but with no transition between, it's just like boom.
That's a smash cut.
I'm pretty sure that's what a smash cut is. I could be wrong. Cinefix has a guy who does a really great breakdown of films and stuff like that. Kind of like,
and that's a YouTube channel.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's similar to frame by frame.
I like frame by frame, but I find it's almost overshadowed. Sorry, the frame by frame is an offshoot of film theory, and it's great. It's just I actually love film theory so much that when a frame by frame comes out, I'm like, God damn.
I actually only watch frame by frame.
Oh, okay.
I fucking love it. I think it's so much better. I love MatPat, and I'm so impressed at the amount of content he makes, but I really don't like his voice for voiceovers.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess maybe part of it is I like it just because I've heard it so much.
Yeah.
But I love how both of us are really into YouTube, but we're into completely different things on YouTube.
Well, and what's crazy is that I love his content. I love like what he has to offer, but watching a lot of that kind of gets to me. While as like I watched more Super Bunny Hop at first just to hear more of his voice, because I just love the way he speaks.
It's a pretty big compliment.
And I fucking love what Georgie boy. And he's not crazy popular yet. Like he's just into popularity. 200,000 is when you're like, hey, this is going pretty good.
Yeah, then your popularity is really starting to take off.
Yeah. And what the fuck was I saying? Oh yeah, this entire thing, this whole YouTube thing is predicated on seeing a video by Game Theory showing how PewDiePie perfectly, whether he intended to or not, but he was in a perfect position for the YouTube algorithm to create a successful YouTube channel. The way that he made videos all the time, it was easy to produce them because the content is more dependent on, like, Let's Play content is more dependent on the game. It doesn't involve a lot of writing the way that most other produced content requires.
Well, we're a really good example of how you can produce a lot of content by time without producing a significant amount of content by effort.
Yeah.
Because the work you do is great work, but compared to animation of any sort,
Yep.
it's a totally different thing.
Yeah, we can make. We started an hour ago, and we're now finished 4 episodes. That's a whole week. It's a whole week of episodes in an hour.
And that 4 episodes is like is an hour. It's actually an hour of content almost.
Yes.
Especially considering these episodes are running really long.
So we're making the amount of content as a full production show would do in a season, except we can do it year round. And while I don't want a world where everyone makes content like this. That would be an unfortunate world, because I love things like Walking Dead that take 8 to 9 months to make 3 or 4 months of runtime, and that's only like 16 hours worth of content that took a whole year to make. And I love that type of content. But there's days where I don't want to watch anything written, where I want to watch the Game Grumps make some stupid joke that they find stupid as well.
And that's one of the reasons people are gravitating towards podcasts in general.
And podcasting is a great example too, where Joe can create sometimes 9 to 12 hours of content in a week. That's crazy. On top of all the other things he does, that's amazing, and it couldn't be done. Like he couldn't do a TV show on top of UFC stand-up and the podcast.
It's too much work, too much recording time.
It'd be too much. He'd have to sacrifice.
And I think that like I can even digest that much material. Like I'm normally out of stuff to watch. It's
Me
not,
too, yeah.
it's not like that's so much material that I'm just, trying to sift through it. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I really do.
But yeah, the whole thing, this whole show, this entire channel was restarted because I watched that video about PewDiePie and how the algorithm perfectly matched him. And I started to do stuff like him because I thought that was what I needed
Originally,
to do.
yeah.
But yeah, everything we do from now on, it's all started from a single game theory video.
And that's important. That's why YouTube is so important. It's the TV of the future.
It is the TV of the future. And in the future... I was trying to do a clever outro. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, I totally thought that's what you were just going to say. In the future, thank you for joining us.